Hi everyone, Macman here. So welcome back. This will be part 2 of cleaning up the RCBS 9mm dies. So if you like these videos, please like, share and subscribe. Don't forget that bell notification. So in the first part you saw we soaked all the products, all these dyes in the EVAPO rust that I picked up from Harbour Freight. It was in there for 48 hours. So what we're going to do today is we're going to do the next part of cleaning these and trying to restore these back. So I have a wire brush, some wire wool, and we've got some mineral oil and a rag that we're going to clean these up with after. So the first thing is, you can see they came out pretty well, pretty nice after being through the cleaner. There's a little bit of paint on there, so we're going to go through, we're just going to clean everything off. Go around, give everything a nice clean, a rub down, just to clean off any of the surface rust that might have come back since I pulled these out. But to be honest with you, these dyes came out really well after being soaked in that fluid. So I wanted to do a review of it, cleaning these dyes up, and then the review of the fluid. So you can see they come up pretty well. I'm just going to go over them a little bit more with a wire brush, and the same with the little inserts for the seating dyes. You can see they come out really well. The little nuts went in. They were black when they were in, they were coated in a black coating, so they've come out now and they've taken all that coating off. So I just got to go through and clean these up, clean all the bits and pieces up. So what I'll do is I'll just go in, I'm going to wire brush and clean these up, and I'll bring you back for the next process. Okay, so I got them all pretty much cleaned up. I got most of the paint and everything off these, and I've wire brushed them and wire wooled them. So what we're going to do next is just gently clean the inside of these. This fits a little brush. I'm just going to run it up through them. I'm just going to run the brush through them. They're not too bad, but I just want to give them a little bit of a clean up, just with the brush, just to finish them off, clean the threads up. And this Makita, this little Milwaukee tool does a nice job. It's not too fast. So there's that one done. Let's just run up through this dye a couple of times. Just cleans it all out and finishes it off. And then the other dye, which has got a really large hole, it just means going in and just rubbing the sides gently. Just to clean off any excess from the fluid, anything it missed. And there you go. Basically that's all it needs, is just a little buff up. You can see in there it's a little bit dirty where it come off. But what we're going to do is we'll go in and we're going to give it a polish next. So let me just get the stuff and we'll go in and we'll do the little polish next. Okay, so the next little process that I'm going to do, so I'm going to get hold of a dye and I just want to give it a clean and a little bit of a polish inside before I oil it. So I got my drill and I put the little jag in there for holding little cloths, and I'm going to use this gunmetal polish tumbler additive. I find this really good, so I'm just going to put a little bit onto the liquid coming out of there now. Give it a mix, and then we can put just put a little bit on there, put it inside. And just give it a little bit of a polish. pretty much that's all it's going to take, is just to clean it up, give it a little bit of polish with everything. Cleans the end up. I'm going to go around and then we'll clean the dies up, and then we can lube them and they can go back in the box. But that's that come up pretty nice. So let me go through and do the other couple, and then I'll bring you back. Okay everybody, so we're back. So we finished polishing everything up the best I can. So what I want to do is I want to give them a bit of an oil in, just to protect them. So I'm just going to put some mineral oil onto a rag, and all I'm going to do is just quickly go over the dies, just to give them a little coat in. As you can see there, just giving them a little coat in. And the same with the decapper pin, a little bit of oil over it, doesn't need a super amount, and then we can just screw them back in. Hopefully you can see that okay guys. So these dies, like I said, they're going to be going to the next garage sale that I do. I'm not going to be, I've got a load of dies, so this is going to be part of the stuff that I take to my next gun show. So I'm just going to coat them, everything will be protected, and if anybody picks them up then they can see they're nice and clean and all lubed up. So this die then is the first one going back in, which is the decapper die. Just bring this nut down. And there you go. So the whole thing is cleaned. All that paint that he put on is off. Most of the rust, you can hardly see it. And there's just a gentle coating of the mineral oil all over that one. So there's the first die done guys. I can go back in the box. Oh, so I decided, because some of these, the nuts that came off, they were a little bit grubby inside, and then I found these. I got some of these new lock-in rings, which I think have come off red in dies. I've changed them out for a different style. So I'm going to put these nice new looking lock-in rings on these, and the bolts, the original nuts, I'm going to leave in the case, so everything's going to be in there. So there's the first one done. When I said earlier, you can see the difference. So this one has been in the fluid and this one has not, and you can see the difference in the color. So this black or whatever, blued or whatever finish was actually taken off. So that EVAPO rust actually takes that surface off. I wish it hadn't done it, but it did. So, but we still got all the rust and everything off this one, and that was the coating that was on these nuts as well, which has been removed. So you can see, I don't think it's going to cause any problems. I'm going to lube these up, put some mineral oil on them and clean them up and put them back together. But you can see it did remove that surface colouring. So again, this one is the, so this is the expander and this is the seater die. So let's just go in and give this a bit of a coating as well. Some fresh oil on the cloth. Like I said, you can just rub it on. It's just to cover all the metal surfaces. Sorry, drop it on the floor. Just to cover all the surfaces, and then it's not going to encourage any more rust to come. So that one was there, and we'll put the nice seating die in, and put some of this mineral oil on this little lock nut, which can go into here, and then that can go into the seating die. There you go. And I'm going to put a little bit of oil around the top of that, so that's all covered up. And there you go, you can see they've come out really good. So there's that one done. Put the new locking nut on there. And then the last one was the excuse me, Last one is the expander, so again let's just rub oil all over that. The same with we'll protect the locking nut for it. You can just screw that up onto it. And then it can go into the die. And there you are, that one's done. And we'll give that a bit of a coat in. This mineral oil, like I said, I use it on my reloading my molds, my cast bullets, and there you go, that's all covered in oil, so I'll protect that one, so that will go in there. And the last couple of things, we had the spare seater. This one has obviously had a lot of the black removed, so we'll give that a good coat in to protect it. And then the same with the other locking nuts. I'm just going to coat them in a little bit of oil. If anybody wants to use these rather than the other ones, they can do that. They'll have both in there. I'm going to put the locking ring onto this one. And pop in there. There was also this little primer pocket cleaner, I think it is, that was in this box. I'll just leave it in there. And there was a shell holder in there as well. Just give that a bit of a coat in with the oil and drop that in. So there you go, guys. So the process I've gone through to get rid of all the rust, clean everything up. Everything's all back together, it looks nice, it's clean. New set of locking nuts, and it's got the originals in there as well, ready to go to the gun show. So the EVAPO worked really well in cleaning the dies up, made it very easy, very simple. It is reusable, so all I gotta do is siphon all the bits out, all the little bits of rust and everything, and we can reuse it and go back in the pot. So yes, I would highly recommend this stuff. It's not too expensive and it works super well, and it really does remove all the rust. And the dies, as you saw, guys, came out really well. They're all lubed up, ready to go. So there you go, a successful restoration of those dies, and finished off with mineral oil. So hopefully you enjoyed that video, guys. I enjoyed doing it the first time that I'd actually gone through and cleaned up some dies, and they worked out pretty well. So please like, share and subscribe, and keep an eye open for the next one. I will catch you on the next.